I'm telling you, do it once, he just got back, come on.
Okay. Now I'll call the meeting of the Carbon County Board of Commissioners order. Please rise for a moment of silence, prayer, and the pledge of allegiance.
Father, we thank you for each mind and heart that fills the presence of this room. Strengthen our confidence in who you have made us to be. Set us free from comparison in order to work together efficiently, for only you truly know what we are setting out to accomplish today. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
These proceedings are being recorded for the sole purpose of preparing accurate written minutes. Recordings are overwritten following approval of the minutes, eliminating all unofficial records of these proceedings. The first item is the approval of the minutes of the previous meeting held April 27th, 2023.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lucas Sevett?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Are there any guests concerning county business at this time?
Wayne, you have to abstain.
Say what?
You have to abstain because you weren't here last week.
Yep, okay. I'm sorry.
You
Okay.
abstain.
Abstain. I'm sorry. Any guests concerning county business at this time?
That's going in your file.
And another file cabinet.
Okay, the next item is the opening of bids for used vehicles. Okay, the first one is the 2007 Ford 500 sedan. There were no bids received. Vehicle number 2 is the 2007 Dodge Ram 2500 with a plow. And the first bidder is Andrew Shellock of Weatherly. The amount bid, $4,000. Next bidder is Al Kislin of Weatherly. The amount bid, $3,110. Next bidder is Timothy Bernhardt, Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. The amount bid, $3,104. And the last bidder is Joseph Poor, Kunkeltown. The amount bid, $5,000.
As we go.
Yeah, I
I would think, let's do them as we go.
Yeah.
For vehicle number 2.
Okay, so that's it.
Motion.
That's for it for number 2.
Any reason why we can't vote immediately?
I don't-
mean,
I don't
nothing
see
to
no
review.
reason.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing to review.
Yeah.
He doesn't pay. He doesn't pay.
Yeah, and then we'll go back to the second one.
yeah.
Okay.
So I make the motion that we award the bid to Joseph Core with bid $5,000.
And I'll second that.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lucas Evans?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Okay, vehicle number 3 is a 2007 Ram Quad Cab. First bidder is Terrence Shellock of Tresco. The amount bid, $5,500. The next bidder is Al Kislin of Weatherly. The amount bid, $3,233. Next bidder is Michael Gillespie of Kunkletown. The amount bid, $1,001. And the next bidder is Tim Bernhard of Jim Thorpe. The amount bid, $4,410. And the last bidder is Joseph Core of Kunkletown. The amount bid, $8,200.
Move that we award the bid to Mr. Core, the high bidder at $8,200.
I'll second that.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Vehicle number 4 is a 2008 Dodge Ram 2500 with a plow. And our first bidder is Michael Heffelfinger of Jim Thorpe. The amount bid, $1,000. Next bidder is Al Kislin of Weatherly. I think that should be Kislin. Kislin, Kislan.
Yeah.
The amount bid, $2,351. Next bidder is Tim Bernhard, Thorpe. The amount bid, $10,342. And the last bidder on this vehicle is Joseph Core of Kunkletown. The amount bid, $5,000.
Move to award to Mr. Tim Bernhard, the high bidder at $10,342.
I'll second that.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Okay, vehicle number 5 is the 2010 Ford Explorer. We have one bidder on that. Joseph Core of Kunkletown. Amount bid, $1,000.
Move to award the bid to Mr. Core, the high bidder and only bidder at $1,000.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
And our last vehicle is a 2011 Ford Explorer. We have one bidder, Joseph Core of Kunkletown. The amount bid, $500.
Move to award the bid to Mr. Core, the one bidder at $500.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
item is the report of executive sessions held.
There was one executive session held on Thursday, April 27th at 2 PM for personnel reasons. Thursday, April 27th at 3:45 personnel. And Tuesday, May 2nd at 1:30 for personnel.
Department reports, the budget transfers.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
There are no supplemental appropriations. Expenditures, approval of check numbers 235803 through 235916 for expenditures to the general fund clearing account totaling $1,549,363.81.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The treasurer's report?
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Okay, at this time we'll recess the commissioners' meeting and call to order our monthly meeting of the salary board.
And our first motion is the approval of the minutes of the salary board meeting held April 6th, reconvened April 13th, and April 20th.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes, for the April 6th and April 13th, and I abstained from the April 20th meeting since I was absent. Are there any guests concerning salary board business? Hearing none, we'll move on.
Report of executive sessions held.
There were none.
Next item, human resources. Change the rate of one director from $34.18 per hour, grade S12, step J, to $27.37 per hour, grade S12, step A, effective May 15th, 2023.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Okay. Any further business?
Yeah, and one comment, I would ask us to consider simply recessing for 2 weeks. And the reason I bring this up, we continue to have the issues with the lifeguards, and especially, 12 of the 29 days of which we didn't have lifeguard coverage occurred on weekends, which we know is our highest revenue days. So I'd like us to at least, maybe in our next executive session, to discuss ways that we might incentivize at least coverage on the weekends, if nothing else. I mean, we have done something about holidays previously. I think we went to time and a half or something. So this would allow us to do something before Memorial Day weekend, opening a season, if we do agree we need to make an adjustment to attract other individuals.
Yeah, and I think it almost comes off of like, I've been talking to the other pools in town, and they're having trouble with lifeguards too, like, we're gonna have to do something here, or we will be closing the park, that they're swimming at their own risk, and we're in jeopardy of losing $3,000 a day, 3 to 5, it's like, we're gonna have to do something here, and we do have other, other positions that have to be filled also, that we have to make priority too, we have purchasing that's not ready yet, and so I'll second that motion to,
Okay. Mr. Severcek?
Yes.
Mr. Honor?
yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Okay, now any further business, retirement, or salary? Okay, now we'll recess for 2 weeks. I'll now reconvene the meeting of the commissioners.
The next item is the personnel report for county departments.
Move to approve.
Second,
Mr. Honor?
yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The acknowledgements for courts and row offices.
Yeah, move to acknowledge.
Second,
Mr. Honor?
yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Correspondence was received as listed. Copies will be made available to the press upon request. Adult probation, intermediate punishment. For approval and execution, the submission of a grant application for funding from the Pennsylvania Commission on Crime and Delinquency for Carbon County's Intermediate Punishment Program. The grant will fund the following projects: partial salary of one adult probation officer, purchase of drug testing supplies, and pay for treatment for offenders who are not eligible for medical assistance, outpatient group and individual therapy. The project period is July 1, 2023 to June 30th, 2024. Funding is in the amount of $54,780.
Motion to approve and execute.
Second.
Discussion. It says the following projects partial salary of one adult. How much is partial?
It would just be the salary, Commissioner, it
Right.
would not be for the benefits.
Benefits.
Okay, may I call for the vote?
Any further discussion or comments, Matt?
No, I just would say that the grant this year, we've actually asked for an increase of funds as we'd like to purchase some more drug testing supplies, and also this will also help offset some of the purchasing, the leasing of our electronic monitoring equipment.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, just to clarify, is this a new position or the existing
This is an
one, isn't it?
existing, yes,
Right,
this
that's
is
what I
a
thought,
yearly-
right,
yearly
yeah,
grant,
yeah.
yes.
Mhm, thanks.
Okay, Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Animal Shelter Advisory Board. For approval, authorize the Animal Shelter Advisory Board to become a network partner with the Best Friends Animal Society and join the thousands of public and private shelters, rescue groups, spay and neuter organizations, and other animal welfare organizations who collaborate and share information in the interests of improving animal welfare. A member of the Animal Shelter Advisory Board will be designated by said board and serve as the county's point of contact with Best Friends and assume the responsibility for submitting of data for the annual report.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Boards and Authorities, Children and Youth Advisory Board, a reappointment, a 3-year term to expire May 1, 2026. Susan Whiteley of Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania.
Move to reappoint.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Courthouse Roof, for acceptance, a proposal from Garinger Corporation of Whitehall, Pennsylvania for repairs to the courthouse roof at the quoted price of $10,066. Includes aerial lift rental for 1 week, to replace the field tile and hips on the tower roof, replace broken or missing slates, inspect gutters, and remove foliage and debris from the gutters. If there is any need to retain the lift for additional days, it would be an additional cost of $700 per day rental, plus time and material for work. Current labor rate is listed at $100 per man hour.
Motion to accept.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Human Services, for acceptance, the 2022-2023 second quarter inventory utilization report and invoice expense reimbursement request for the Carbon County Emergency Food Assistance Program, which has been submitted to the Department of Agriculture.
Move to accept.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The Solicitor's Report?
Thank you. For the Jim Thorpe train station, the county has received a request for a motion to approve and execute the Bakken Hondel Chorale for their orchestra spring concert at St. Mark's Church on June 3rd, 2023 at 3 p.m. The banner to be displayed May 20th until June 4th.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
For the Register of Wills, seeking a motion for ratification of the termination of the agreement with NCORT due to the purchase of a new computer program to provide clients the ability to make credit card payments effective as of April 17th, 2023.
Move to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
For tax assessment, seeking motion for approval and execution of a maintenance renewal agreement with Tyler Technologies of Moraine, Ohio, covering the Universal Land Disk Support System in the Carbon County Tax Assessment Office. The total fee for services is $18,795, which is an increase of $895. The renewal period will be July 1st, 2023 to June 30th of 2024. Additional support periods shall automatically begin for successive one-year terms unless revised or terminated by either party upon 30 days written notice.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
For the Tax Claim Bureau, seeking a motion for the adoption of a resolution appointing Palmetto Posting Incorporated, they're out of Spartansburg, South Carolina, required by the Pennsylvania Real Estate Tax Sale Law for the 2023 upset sale tax notice and the 2023 notice of return and claim notices.
Move to adopt.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Also for the Tax Claim Bureau, seeking approval and execution of a resolution to increase the posting of notices and return of notice of return and claim and sale notices from $45 to $50 effective as of June 1st of 2023.
So move to adopt resolution 23 TAC 015.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
And the beach bus at Mock Chunk Lake Park, seeking a motion for approval to enter into a revenue support agreement with the Lehigh and Northampton Transportation Authority to implement a Mock Chunk Lake Park beach bus route that will serve the communities of Jim Thorpe, Lansford, Summit Hill, and Nesquehoning on 13 consecutive Saturdays commencing June 10th, 2023, and concluding September 2nd, 2023, for the Labor Day weekend. The cost of the service prior to fare collections and other potential revenue generating offsets is $3,869.58.
Move the table until Thursday, 1 June, to give P-Corps, our liability insurance provider, the opportunity to give us risk mitigation recommendations based upon their concern on days at which it swim at your own risk, and how that could impact the liability of the county. By pushing it to 1 June, should at that time we accept their recommendations or otherwise continue to move forward, it gives Lambda 30 days to advertise the new route for the 4th of July weekend. So that's kind of the logic behind that motion.
second,
And I want to have discussion on that. You know, we've been throwing this around for a couple of weeks already. And yesterday we had a meeting with P-Corps, and to me, my interpretation is this is a great liability to the county. This is a public transportation. It's not bus to the park. Anyone from the world that comes to visit us can get on that bus and get off at any time. And my questions that I had before, who's gonna vet the children of their age and track them when they get off at the lake? Will we have enough staff? And if we have no lifeguards, we're at risk. Are we now making the decision for the parents that the kids can swim without a lifeguard? We're opening ourselves up to a lot of, liability here. There's exclusions in our insurance policies that do not cover death. If something would happen there, and God forbid it does, we want to be prepared. And like I said, we're not responsible for getting people to the park, but we are responsible for their safety when they get there. And like I said, with our insurance carrier, and I said if it was a good plan that was all in, that there were safeguards there, that I would be comfortable with that. But I'm tired of tabling. I'm tired of putting it away. I think this has to go away. And I mean, we can look into this all we want. There was discussion of looking at other counties, at other states, and I just don't see anywhere this is gonna be safe. And even like we have this problem with the lifeguards. If we get 15-year-old lifeguards, or 16, 17, 18, now who's gonna watch everybody at the beach? Now all of a sudden, they've turned into security guards, and we don't even have a plan for that. You know, like where are we going here? This has to be a better plan, like I said. This is a great idea, but there's no plan. You know, there's no steps that I see that it can be safeguards that the county is not gonna be liable for anything. And I understand now, if there was something here that if families were on this bus, you know, it's a little bit different. Then you have a guardian that's with. But when you just let, you know, children go wherever they want, what are we gonna have? I just don't want the thing that we have 100 kids there and you got 3 lifeguards watching 100 kids. I mean, it's just, you know, and we had, and they brought it up that we had 3 deaths in the last couple of years, you know, and it was no fault of us, you know, it was things that happened. But I just don't wanna see anything happen to our kids of Carbon County. And I don't even wanna table it. I will be voting no for tabling it. And if it would go back to the motion, I will vote no for the motion also.
So, just a correction, it was 2 deaths, 2019 and 2022, if I recall correctly.
And that's too many.
Sure it is, of course it is. You know, I will also, again, we're starting to open up a can of worms, not necessarily bad. You know, we have approximately 135 camping sites. I'm out at the lake on average 11 of 15 of the weekends at summer. I'm out there for about a half hour, an hour, specifically at the beach. And that I see kids every single weekend from the campsite on that beach without parents. I see them from probably 10 years old up to the age of majority, 18. The county has taken no action requiring campers in our policy to have their children accompanied to the beach. So are we really increasing any liability? I would argue very little to none. We have no idea how many children, quote unquote, Peace Corps is unable to define the age of a child. I mean, legally, we could say up to the age of majority, but do you need a 17-year-old accompanied by adult? Do you need a 16-year-old who can drive a car out there accompanied by an adult? You know, where do you draw that line? And to think that we should not be accepting some level of risk, we do it every single day in Carbon County, right? We do it for the EOTC, for example, right? There's a certain level of risk about the services that we provide to the county. And we have to always be considerate of doing it as safely as possible, but without accepting some level of risk, there is no progress, and we're already accepting risk. So I look forward to hearing back from Peace Corps. They came significantly misinformed, or no, not misinformed, underinformed. So I thought we had a very good conversation with the Peace Corps representatives who came down here. And I expect very quickly they'll give us some very good recommendations on their primary concern, which, as I stated, was on those days at which there is not lifeguard coverage, and we put up signs that say swim at your own risk. Understand, we don't promote swimming on those days. We notified the public that it is swim at your own risk. We do have a lifeguard present. That individual is not in the chair. They will do some quote-unquote routine patrolling along the beach, but they're primarily stationed in the lifeguard station to respond, react. In addition, when it comes to behavior, we always have 2 rangers in the booth, and they rotate down from the booth. One will stay in the booth, one will rotate down to do enforcement at the beach. So we do cover both the beach and the water on any given and every day that we are open.
I know in our conversation yesterday with our insurance carriers, et cetera, they have great concern over the liability. Especially how does that parent know on the day that they put that child on the bus that we will have lifeguards and it's not a swim at your risk? So I have my concerns. As was pointed out, what some of the malls, Dorney Park and other facilities are now restricting certain age limits, unaccompanied, maybe during the malls. It's in the evening hours. Dorney Park as well has came up with an age. I heard 2 different ages yesterday, 14 and 15. Doesn't matter what age. The more and more facilities are having problems with children that are unattended. It's a different world today, and I think a lot of it goes back to parenting, respect. On the news last night was the smoking, how they created a nice little park and everything, and it's being destroyed by kids and their skateboards. They had to close it down to put up security cameras. So I understand the intent. I think it's a good intent, but I think it's a huge liability as well. So we'll see what recommendations the insurance company will come back with, and we'll go from there.
Any further discussion? Now we have a motion to table until June 1 and wait for the P-Court risk mitigation comments to come in. May I poll the board? Mr. Honor?
No.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Any further business? Okay, Commissioners' reports. Mr. Honor?
The only thing I want to see or say about is on the personnel report, we're losing a person. Our IT director, he's going to be a loss to us. And there are changes that we have new people moving into positions, and we're hiring people. It looks like we are doing fair except for the one position. I mean, like I said, the IT director will be a loss to us. And just on that point, we are looking, like our salary board, we are looking for people for different positions that I hope we can get that out there, and we do have good benefits again, and we're trying to do the salaries, whatever we can afford, what the taxpayer can afford. And one of the other things that I want to sort of like hit on a little bit, the director of adult probation, Matt Kimmel, is here, and I have to commend him for going out for these grants, because the settlement has been done for us getting the drug money, and we are limited with that, and we're trying to figure out what we want to do with it, and there's a couple ideas. Like like to try to get our group together with probably within the next month to go over things that we need to do, but we're limited with money. I mean, we're getting $400,000 a year. You know, it looks like, yeah, we got $4 million, but it's over an 18-year period of time now. And I think with somebody like Matt or all of the other departments, we need help on grants like this. That, you know, and I don't want to make it sound bad, but everybody's trying to grab for the drug money. And it's limited. If we start winding up giving somebody $50,000 here or $20,000 there, we're not going to be able to do what we actually want to do, the goal that we want to set out for. And at our last joiner board meeting, they brought it up. There's like a campaign that we could do against drugs. That would be, you know, videos, or, you know, going out to the schools, you know, billboards, you know, whatever you'd have to do that would post like, this is the bad drug not to use this day. You know, there's a drug coming out every day. So I'm hoping, like, Matt, you have infected the other departments, and it's not like we don't want to help every department out, but this is a great help for us. You know, that if we can only get 20,000 or 30,000, that it helps us make it a little bit easier. I mean, like I said, $400,000 is nothing to fight the drug problem in Carbon County. Nothing. That's like going to the grocery store and spending $20 on whatever you like. You know, it's something that, you know, it's terrible that it takes that much, and we're glad for the money we got. But our budget for drug and alcohol is 100 times this, you know, and it's like, but, and like I said, Matt, I have to commend you, and I'm hoping that and like I said, we always have this thing where, is it gonna cost us any more in the end? And I'm glad you explained it, that this is the salary now, and it's something that you do every year, and that's what we need. So thank you very much, Matt, and that's all I have for my report.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yeah, one specific area, because there was a motion for the animal shelter. I wanted to emphasize last week when we awarded the HVAC contract, we highlighted the fact that significant portion of that will be covered by the American Rescue Plan. But also, the three of us are very aware that in October of '21, just a few months after, you know, Lehigh Valley Humane Society and Peace Corps conducted our operational and risk management review of the shelter, and the recommendation about potentially improving the infrastructure to include circulation, things of that nature. Mr. David Kuchta from Nesquehoning donated $10,000 specific to that HVAC system. So, you know, re-emphasize our gratitude to him. Also, speaking of Peace Corps, you know, Pennsylvania County's risk pool, you know, they were down here for 3 items, which included to take a look again at the animal shelter. And they were extremely impressed by the progress that has been made since the publication of the study that was done. And importantly, the actions that have taken place to include not only improving the infrastructure, but policies, processes, and procedures up there. And that leads to my last statement on the shelter. Now, the shelter will be doing the licensing process for all adopted animals. So any animal that is adopted will be licensed via the animal shelter, leveraging a collaboration with the treasurer's office to make that happen. And again, they are a licensing agent, but it's simply for those animals that are going to be adopted from the shelter. So I think it's important to recognize the Animal Shelter Advisory Board, Tom and Maria and the staff, and of course, you know, our treasurer for the collaboration to make that come to fruition. That's all I have.
Mr. Notstein?
I'm not in the agenda.
I make a motion to put you on it.
No,
Move
just
to modify.
We can amend the agenda.
Yeah, I'm amending the agenda.
just one thing that Mr. Lucas had pointed out here about the liability in the training center. One thing we do require, or still organizing and getting our board of directors together and policies, et cetera, but one of the things we are requiring, and we don't have them all yet, is a certificate of insurance from all the municipalities to help limit our liabilities at the training center. So it's, we are doing something. We can't do that naturally with people coming to the park or transportation. It's not like they're dropping them off at the mall. It's a big, big difference. So, and I've been on a couple of those drownings, and there have been other drownings previously, so. But that's all I have for today. Meeting adjourned. Amy,
Good morning, welcome back, Commissioner Notstein.
how are you?
With regards to the lifeguards, how many are you guys up to right now?
I would say it's like investments, right? You don't keep looking at your portfolio every night, or you'd go crazy, right? How it waxes and wanes. Next week, the Parks and Rec Commission will be meeting, and at that time, I think we'd be prepared for an accurate update.
And there's some of them, they're going on and being trained, and it's gonna be like very close to opening day if we're gonna have them all trained by that time, but it sort of looks like that we should have enough maybe by the first week. I mean, you know, like the opening day might be a little iffy, but I mean, we're still gonna have the lifeguards, I think, but it's not gonna be, you know, what we'd like.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you, Amy, I think we're at the point of seriously considering, I'll tell you, if I was here next year, or if I am next year, I will start looking at H-1 visas and bringing in lifeguards with the H-1 visa policy. You know, because again, otherwise, we're not gonna be able to fulfill the requirements to safely operate Mock Chunk Lake Park on a regular basis.
Yeah, and I think, and I think a lot of people contact us that are like out of school already, or retired teachers, and like the wage that we're paying, you're not gonna get people like that. So we have, as like I said, this is a serious thing that we gotta look at. I mean, it's like,
I saw a few of the seniors down there the other day who
yeah,
could-
we'll get a
who
couple of
could
them
get
seniors
them,
like,
you know?
you're pretty good at shooting that basketball, you can be a lifeguard.
Right, yeah.
So,
You're using the senior games as a recruit.
Right.
yes, that,
Okay.
Well,
That's a
we
good
should have
idea.
mentioned it, actually, you know, we should have been vetting some of them down there, yeah.
Back to the animal shelter, just want to confirm, I know you had spoke about, with the licensing, but with this advisory board and Best Friends Animal Society, what exactly, how will that help the shelter?
Well, it's really a sharing of information and best practices. It's a collaboration, right? So by working together, what they do is, well, let me, matter of fact, I think I had a little page here on that. Yeah, primarily it is an information sharing network of shelters and rescues that focus on animal welfare. And again, it is at no cost. There is an annual reporting requirement, and actually, it's about, for us, it's about three items that have to be reported. Dogs, live intakes, dog, live outcomes, dogs, other outcomes. So basically, the composition, disposition of animals are a reporting requirement. We had a board member who has been actively involved with Best Friends and has been asking us to assess the feasibility, and that particular board member has made a strong case where they believe they would be able to leverage this network to further improve upon policies and procedures and activities at the shelter. Yeah.
Thank you. And then in regards to the beach bus, motion, this is the third time, but this is the first time you mentioned Keyport. Is Keyport just brought to the table now with this, or have they been?
No, this is the first time. They're coming down to look at three different issues, two different issues, and the third, which was the beach bus. They've told us they read about the beach bus route in the paper or maybe on a TV piece or something, and that raised their attention to the issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, if a beach bus actually would come to fruition, would the driver be notified ahead of time if the beach was swim at your own risk? Because that was one of the concerns.
Look, I think that's an obvious, I hate to say it, it's an obvious recommendation. I mean, do you go to that point when it's swim at your own risk? All, quote unquote, however you define children must be accompanied by adult on those days, or do you not run the service on those days? Now, the problem with not running the service on those days, remember this public transportation. So if a senior wants to go from the Nesquehoning housing to Redner's or up somewhere, they don't have that transportation available. So that creates a little challenge, you know, I think, by just simply canceling it. But again, maybe you limit the route on that day, right? That may be the recommendation, where Mock Chunk Lake Park is not served on those days in which, you know, the director has it at swim at your own risk. You know, again, wait for the recommendation though. Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I have then, thank you very much.
I just have is, how far in advance do you know that you're gonna be swimming your own risk? Is it like that morning, is it the day before, is it the week before when the schedule comes out, like?
It's all over the place. I mean, we know come August, things drop off precipitously because we're losing lifeguards. We're going to band camps, sports practices formally starting back up. They're going back to college, you know.
So you'll know like the day before that you'll be swimming your own risk, or will it be that morning?
Well, it could be the morning sometimes. It could be the week prior based upon scheduling.
That's all,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay, thank you, have a good one.
Meeting adjourned again.